I want to really just cover everything about the EDPA and really just understand why someone in the trade show industry should join the EDPA. So let's just start at the ground level. I'm going to
Yeah.
be the
The
person who
young
doesn't know
impressionable
anything
mind?
there.
Is that who
Yes,
you're
there you
gonna be?
go. Young impressionable mind. Perfect. So what is the EDPA?
The EDPA is, one of many associations in the business event space. It's the Experiential Designer and Producers Association. So in a few words, the majority is made up of, companies that build trade shows, or exhibit, components and environments for, trade shows, corporate events, sales conferences, even retail environments. We do intentionally are keeping the membership to be, skewed a little heavier for that group, so you'll always see probably more than half in the builder community, but tons of designers and creative agencies also as part, and then you will also see, the rest of the makeup is specialty, service providers and, suppliers of things like lighting and audio visual and furniture, and so the people that all come together, the community comes together to sort of make up and deliver all the parts and pieces and services that deliver big brand events. So that's the heart of EDPA.
So I know a little bit about associations. I've been a part of some, I've seen some. What's the structure of the EDPA? Why does it exist? I think for me, I see people put an association logo on their website just to kind of give maybe some clout or some credibility. And then I also have been to some events for some associations, and they've been good, but they're infrequent, and I have no idea who's there. So
Yeah.
give me the structure of the EDP. I understand what it is, but how does it work?
Great question. And I love the way you just started this because you talked about, oh, well, I've joined stuff just to have the logo on my website. We think that brings credibility to us with our prospects or customers. That's exactly why I joined the EDPA. Gosh, 15 years ago, 18, 20. It's been a while. And I think I was paying $600 as a member to put someone else's logo on my website. And, I didn't plan on doing much more than that, and after a while, I go, "Well, why am I paying money just to put somebody's logo?" So I remember I went to the first event, which I think it was the year-end, EDPA's year-end event is called Access. So I went and, I have to admit, I was pleasantly surprised. I saw many of my regular suppliers there, furniture, AV, exhibit system folks, a couple of the trucking companies, labor companies were there. Um, and, I mistakenly went, and I think I paid about the time 15 or $1,800 for the full 3.5 day conference pass. And I thought I was gonna be leaving there with a ton of leads. I needed that to pay off, and that's just not what this conference is about. What I realized was, and it's now become one of maybe my favorite event of the year. Um, I'm gonna see way fewer people than if I go to a large trade show like the Exhibitor Live show, and where I'm gonna have 80, 90, 10-minute pickup meetings very quickly in the aisle over coffee, over breakfast. Well, this is this is over 2.5 or 3 days. I'm getting encounters with 20, 30, 40 people, like really great people, either suppliers or potential partners, and we break bread and we'll have a drink together or we'll have breakfast together. But I'm having 2 or 3 encounters with them over several days, and they're much stronger relationships by the end of an event like that when we just get a quick pickup. So, and then I didn't go the next year and I got busy. I'm an independent business owner, Khalil. And I think what I've learned over time is, um, I grew up like many where you had an exhibit manufacturer. Then if you were not a true builder, but you were a reseller of modular or portable products, your tribe, your community was that brand you repped. I was Skyline, right? Friends were Nimlock. There's Nomadic. There was Abex. There's Octanorm. There was it was just a variety of different and at some point, the people with all the power went from being the manufacturers of the systems to being the people that were in front of the customers. And a lot of the exhibit dealers, and this is one of those ones I'll name drop because I'm so proud of what they become. I started with Skyline Dallas at the time, and they're you would know them now today as the Trade Group, one of the most successful independent companies with a global identity. And they're not just about they've actually manufactured their own line of exhibit systems. I think about my friend Dick Wheeler out at Pro Exhibits. I think about Ion Exhibits, which was a large scale. I've seen how they've all populated the industry, but we no longer meet around an annual meeting of a manufacturer. We might see each other at product trainings for somebody like B Matrix or Aluvision or Octanorm, and they all do these trainings. But the community we've become has has become we're much bigger and more sophisticated, all of us. And I believe EDPA is now the place for us to gather. And we do it now several times a year. And we do it through a very active chapter network. And then we also do it a couple of times a year for the mid-year meeting for EDPA is called Engage. The year-end one is called Access. But we pick up the phone and we call each other as business leaders, salespeople, share ideas and sharpen swords, with their Zoom calls that are happening literally weekly. You can plug in and feed your brain and develop your own skill set in a lot of ways just by tapping into that EDPA community. It's really if we're not kids in school, on sports teams anymore. We're professionals supporting families and putting our kids through college, and we're looking to continue to sharpen our game and get better at what we do. And I just think this is a great community to be plugged into. Whatever your own company does to help support you, this is an extended version of ways to grow and stay plugged in and current about everything in the industry.